Welcome to the AI Queens podcast, the show where women entrepreneurs learn to ditch the overwhelm, embrace AI, and build businesses fit for royalty. I'm Erika Stanley, your host and tech expert, here to deliver tools, tips, and actionable strategies to help you scale smarter. Let's get to it. Hey Queens, Erika here, coming to you from beautiful New York City. I am in both Manhattan and Brooklyn this week for some sessions with New York Tech Week and also the No BS Mastery Retreat, which I come to every year in Brooklyn. And it's so amazing and so good for my business and my soul. So this week, I have decided to re-release an episode that I did for Jordan Gill's Systems Saved Me podcast. And I recorded this just a few months ago, and it was kind of the beginning of the AI CMO and how to build your business's team, starting with a couple of C-level partners. Now, this is big strategy, how to switch from using AI as just an assistant to using it as a strategic partner. And this is a two-part series. So we're going to start this week and follow up next week. And at the end of this, you are going to have all the tools you need to build out your AI C-suite. So without further ado, let's dive in. Hey, System Saved Me listeners. I'm Erika Stanley, and I'm a branding, website, and AI strategist. I help women business owners implement AI into their businesses in really smart, strategic ways so that they can grow without burning out. I also host the AI Queens podcast, where I teach women entrepreneurs how to use AI to scale smarter. Now, here's why I'm so passionate about this work. When ChatGPT launched, I saw all of this bro culture, AI content, and bro marketing making AI feel intimidating and inaccessible, especially for women entrepreneurs. And here's the thing, the Silicon Valley bros, they're building the technology that we are all using. So it's up to us to learn it, make it accessible, to teach others, and to make the most out of it. Now, I started seeing women entrepreneurs struggling with overwhelm, and I knew that AI could be an answer for them. But I also saw them using AI in really limited ways, getting mediocre generic responses or just using it to write social media captions, which I get it. I use it for that as well, but there's so much more potential there. There are so many more powerful ways to use AI, ways that can make you more efficient, keep you in your zone of genius, and actually help you move the needle in your business. So over the next 2 episodes, we are going to build something that I call your AI C-suite, your executive team. We are taking AI from a scary abstract tech tool, or if you're just using it as like an assistant or an intern, and we're going to turn it into the ultimate system for delegation and strategic support. In this first episode, we are focusing on internal systems, your AI Chief Operating Officer or your AI COO. This is the team member who's going to handle all of the backend chaos so that you can focus on what actually matters. Then, in the next episode, we'll build on that foundation and focus on external growth, your AI Chief Marketing Officer or your AI CMO. And she's going to help you get visible, attract dream clients, and grow strategically. So let's jump in and meet your new AI COO. Now, you know you need systems. Jordan has taught you that. You've probably even created some SOPs, but here's the thing. What if you had a team member who could actually run those systems for you? Someone who could handle your meeting notes, organize your documents, and turn all of your chaotic brain dumps into an actual weekly plan. And what if that team member worked 24/7 and never asked for a break? Today, I'm going to introduce you to your new AI Chief Operating Officer, your AI COO. And by the end of this episode, you are going to have one simple prompt that you can use immediately to get hours of your life back. Okay, so let me paint a picture of where you might be at right now. You're a solopreneur, or maybe you've got a VA or a small team. You're really great at what you do. Your clients love you. Your work is rock solid. But behind the scenes, it might feel like chaos. You've got client calls where you are frantically taking notes while trying to stay present in the moment. You might have a mountain of PDFs, reports, long emails sitting in your inbox that you know you need to address, but you just don't have the time or the energy. And speaking of energy, maybe you've also got a to-do list, right? Like it's this living, breathing monster that just keeps growing. The more things you tick off the top, the more things you keep adding to the bottom. Does that sound familiar? Here's the thing. You don't need to work harder. You need an operations person, someone who can handle all of the back end of your business so that you can focus on the work that actually moves your business forward. But hiring a full-time operations person or a COO is a pretty big salary that you might not have in the budget. That's where AI can come in. I want you to start thinking about AI, not just as a tool, and definitely not just as an intern or an assistant, but as a partner, as a high-level team member, specifically for this episode, as your chief operating officer. And I'm going to show you exactly how to put her to work today. Now, I've broken down the AI COO into 3 simple non-techie roles that you can implement this week. And I promise you don't need to be a tech person to do this. If you can copy and paste, you can do this. First up, we've got the meeting coordinator. I want you to think about how many client calls you have in a week. Do you have 1 or 3, 5 to 10? I don't have a ton of calls, but I do when I'm in these calls. I realized that I was trying to do 3 things at once. I'm listening, taking notes, and trying to be fully present and engaged, which is a lot when you're bouncing from thing to thing. So here's what I want you to do instead. You can use an AI tool like Otter, Fathom, or even Zoom's built-in transcription feature to record and transcribe your calls. Now, I use Fathom because it's free with Zoom. It's pretty easy to use. I would say that most of these tools are free or pretty cheap. What I want to say is that whatever you choose, start with the free version first, and then upgrade if you really love it and you need the extra features. Once the call is over, what you've got is a full transcript. So you were able to be fully present in the moment and you didn't have to spend all of your focus trying to not miss any important thing that your client was saying. Now, instead of spending 20 minutes organizing and typing up those notes, you can take that transcript and drop it into ChatGPT or Claude and say something like this. I just had a client call. Here's the transcript. Please give me a summary of the key points, a list of action items for me, a list of action items for the client, and pull out any positive feedback or testimonial-worthy quotes. Now, in less than 30 seconds, your AI COO has done the work that would have taken you a half an hour or more. You've got your notes, you've got your follow-up tasks, you've even got a testimonial that you can use later in your marketing. You can even ask it to compose a follow-up email that you can send directly to your client so you look super on the ball. I will say that in these cases, it's always best to edit the output. Like make sure that you're not just copying and pasting directly from ChatGPT. You want to make the wording sound like you. Your client will appreciate that extra effort. Add in some personal details, right, from your call. But once you're all done, that's the end of the meeting coordinator. It's very basic. It's a great place to get started. Now, once your meetings are handled, what about all those documents sitting in your email, sitting on your hard drive? I want to talk about role number 2. This is the document analyst. You know that feeling when someone emails you a 47-page PDF and says, hey, can you take a look at this? And you're like, sure, but inside you're screaming because you do not have time to read a 47-page document. Well, your AI COO can handle that. You can upload PDFs Word docs, even screenshots of long emails directly into ChatGPT or Claude and ask it to summarize the key points for you. You can say, summarize this document in 3 bullet points. What are the most important takeaways? What do I need to know? Or if you're looking for something specific, you can ask it to find all the information in this document related to pricing, right? Just something like that. Pull that out for me. Another tool that you can use if you're just working in PDFs is Adobe Acrobat has a built-in, if you don't want to use ChatGPT or Claude, Adobe Acrobat has a built-in AI assistant. So if you open up that PDF in Adobe, you can just come over to the sidebar and ask the Acrobat AI assistant in the same way that you would ask ChatGPT or Claude. And if you're looking through these documents and you've already got Acrobat open, gosh, it's like right there. There are so many tools that have AI built into them. It's just up to us to play around with them and figure out what works best for us. So now you've got your document, you've got your notes, and your AI COO in this case is becoming a research assistant, a speed reader, and it's becoming your filter. You don't need to know, as the CEO of your company, you probably don't need to know every single little detail in those giant documents. So this AI is serving as your filter. It's saving you hours of reading time and helping you to make faster and smarter decisions. Now, as an extra hack for those of you that are a little bit more advanced with this, both ChatGPT and Claude will also connect to Google Drive and to Gmail. So you can have your document analyst, COO, read through your emails with a specific client and prep you for that next meeting. Read through their documents so that you have the key info. And if you add this to the meeting coordinator from the last step, when you email the client those action items and follow-up items, etc., now you're going to know exactly where this client stands, and you're going to look so on point and prepped and put together for this meeting. That's the power of the AI document analyst. Finally, let's get you organized. This third role for your AI COO is the project manager. You know those moments, and for me, it's usually super late at night, when your brain is just buzzing with everything you need to do. And you start making a list, but it's just this chaotic brain dump of tasks with no rhyme or reason. Your AI COO can take that mess and turn it into a plan for you. Now, this is a great hack for my neuro-spicy or ADHD entrepreneurs out there. Turns out that's about a third of us in the entrepreneurial space. So here's what you do. Open up your Notes app or Notion or whatever you use as your catch-all to collect all your thoughts and just dump everything out. Don't worry about organizing, just list all of it. And I actually use the talk to text feature to go directly into my Notes app. You hit the little microphone button and you just brain dump everything. Then you give your AI COO this prompt. I want you to act as my COO. Here is a list of everything I need to do this week, and then just paste in your list or your brain dump. Please organize these into categories like client work, marketing, and admin. Then prioritize them by urgency and importance, and suggest a simple daily focus for me from Monday to Friday. Now, one of the hacks that I teach my clients is to add this key phrase in at the end. And this is going to change everything. If you do this every time you have a prompt, it's going to change your outputs. Here's what it is. Ask me clarifying questions until you're 95% sure you can complete this task. Now, just adding that one sentence is going to level up your AI responses exponentially because AI is going to pull the additional details and information out of you that it needs to give you the best results. Okay, so you've done all that. Now, in less than a minute, you've got a clear, organized weekly plan. You know exactly what to focus on each day. You're not spinning your wheels. You're not overwhelmed. You've got a plan, and you've got a system, and you've got a COO who built it for you. That's the project manager. Okay, so we've covered 3 roles: the meeting coordinator, the document analyst, and the project manager. Now, I want to give you an immediate win, something that you can do today. And I think the simplest one is probably going to be the third, right? So you can use this in ChatGPT or Claude or any AI tool that you prefer. And you don't even have to type this out, although I'm going to put this prompt in the show notes so you can copy and paste it. But you can just talk directly into ChatGPT or Claude with your talk to text feature on your phone and say, I want you to act as my COO. Here is a list of everything I need to do this week. And then just brain dump or paste in 10 to 15 tasks. Doesn't matter if they're messy or out of order. Please organize these into categories and prioritize them by urgency and importance, and suggest a simple daily focus for me from Monday to Friday. Ask me clarifying questions until you're 95% sure you can complete this task. Okay, now I want you to pause the podcast and try it right now if you can, and watch what happens. You are going to get a clear, organized plan that takes the chaos out of your week. And if you want some bonus points, if you want just a little bit of extra clarity, go ahead and schedule those items into your calendar. Like literally put them in there so that as your week is going by, you see them and you remember. And just having them in your calendar helps to lift the mental weight of that giant to-do list off of your brain. That's the power of your AI COO. So, to recap, we've seen how an AI COO can act as your meeting coordinator, handling your call notes and your action items, your document analyst, summarizing reports and emails so that you can make faster decisions, and as your project manager, turning your chaotic to-do list into a clear, actionable weekly plan. This is about getting hours of your life back, hours you can spend on the work that actually grows your business, or honestly, hours that you can spend with your family, your friends, or doing the things that you love. This is all about using AI to open up more space and freedom in your calendar and in your life. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you want to find me online, check me out on Instagram at Erika the AI Queen. That's Erika with a K, the AI Queen, all one word. Or on LinkedIn, just search for Erika Stanley. Again, that's Erika with a K, Stanley, like the Tumblr. You can also head to my website at aiqueens.com and all the links are there. And if you want to dive deeper into this topic and grab your free AI CMO, which is what we're going to talk about in the next episode, you can go straight there. Go to aiqueens.com/CMO. It's a custom GPT that I've built that's going to act as your chief marketing officer, and it's completely free. Thank you so much for joining me, Queens. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to come back again next week, where we are going to finish building out that C-suite and round it out with the AI CMO. And if you want to get a head start on that, you can jump on over to my website and download the custom GPT that I created. That is basically, it is the AI CMO. It's just without the branding piece, which of course I am going to teach you how to add in to make this really, really powerful and a strategic partner in your business. But if you want to get a head start, you can go on over to aiqueens.com/CMO and go ahead and download that custom GPT. And don't forget to join us again next week to check out how to customize that specifically for your business. Thanks again, Queens, and see you next week. Thanks for listening to the AI Queens podcast. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow queen who needs to hear this. Want more tools and tips? Join the AI Queens Society over at aiqueens.com and start ruling your business with confidence today. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and keep reigning with AI.